In this video lecture, we will cover some DC network theorems. We will look into the statements of superposition theorem, reciprocity theorem, Thevenin's and Norton's theorems, maximum power transfer theorem. We will also deal with some examples through which we can understand the statements of these theorems. Superposition theorem statement. In a linear network containing several sources, the response is given by the superposition of the responses due to individual sources acting alone at a time, while the rest of the sources are replaced by their zero values. Find the current through the 6 ohm resistance due to two sources of 140 volt and 63 volts of this figure. Let us do the step 1 considering only 140 volt source. For this, the 63 volt source will be reduced to 0 volts. Reducing to 0 volts means shorting the terminals of the source. Now with this step, find out the current I1 through 6 ohms. Find the equivalent resistance of this network. 12 is in series with 3 and 6 in parallel. It becomes 12 plus 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6, 14 ohms. So the total current supplied by 140 volt is 140 divided by 14, 10 amperes. This is the total current. Now apply the current divider rule. Find out the I1 through 6 ohms. It is 10 into the other resistance 3 divided by 3 plus 6. You get 3.33 amperes. Now coming to the second step. Here we consider only 63 volt source acting and make the 140 volt source reduce to 0 volts. Reducing to 0 volt means short circuiting the terminals of the voltage source. For this circuit, we had to find out again the current I2. Let us find out the equivalent resistance. It is 3 in series with 12 and 6 parallel. It becomes 3 plus 12 into 6 by 12 plus 6, 7 ohms. Now the total current supplied by the 63 volt source is 9 amperes. Now apply the current divider rule. I2 is equal to 9 into the other resistance 12 divided by 12 plus 6. You get 6 amperes. Now the answer. The current due to both the sources I is equal to I1 plus I2 by superposition principle. The answer is 9.33 amperes. Reciprocity theorem statement. Let the current be IL in any load due to a single source V. If the source and load branches are interchanged, this is the figure after the interchange of the V and RL positions. The current IL would be same in the load after the interchange. Let us look into an example on reciprocity theorem. In this circuit, due to a single source of 120 volts, the current IL in the ammeter is 1.33 amperes. Now interchange the positions of source and ammeter. If you find the current through the ammeter, it will be 1.33 amperes. The current is same 1.33 amperes after the source and ammeter are interchanged. Thevenin's theorem statement. A linear network containing several sources can be reduced to a simple network containing one voltage source V Thevenin in series with one resistance R Thevenin, where V Thevenin is the open circuit voltage at the load terminals and R Thevenin is the equivalent resistance at the open circuited load terminals with all the sources reduced to their zero values. Find the current through 12 ohm resistance using Thevenin's theorem. Call the 12 ohm resistance as RL. Mark the load terminals as A and B. Remove the load. Find out the open circuit voltage between A-B terminals. The current supplied by the 63 volt source in this loop will be 7 amperes. 63 by 3 plus 6. This 7 ampere current will develop a potential difference of 7 into 6, 42 volts with positive terminal at the current entering top terminal. Now V Thevenin will be equal to VAB under open circuit conditions. It will be 140 minus 42, 98 volts. Let us find out the R Thevenin. For R Thevenin, we had to remove the load and reduce it to zero, means short circuit the voltage terminals. Likewise, 63 volt is replaced by a short circuit. Find the R Thevenin. R Thevenin is RAB under this condition. It is 6 and 3 in parallel. You get 2 ohms. Now draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. V Thevenin of 98 volts in series with R Thevenin of 2 ohms connected to the load of 12 ohms. Find the current. It would be 98 by 2 plus 12. You get the answer as 7 amperes. Find the current through 4 ohm using Thevenin's theorem. We had to find out the V Thevenin and R Thevenin. Call the 4 ohm by RL. Mark the load terminals as A and B. Open the load. Find out the open circuit voltage. Open circuit voltage VOC is VAB under open circuit, which will be equal to V Thevenin. The 9 volt source will circulate a current of 1 ampere in this loop. 9 divided by 3 plus 6, 1 ampere. This 1 ampere will develop a potential difference of 6 volts with positive at the current entering top terminal. The current source will circulate 5 ampere in this loop. This 5 ampere will develop a potential difference of 10 volts with positive terminal at the current entering bottom terminal. Now V Thevenin, which is the VAB, will be plus 6 plus 10. It will be 16 volts. Now find out R Thevenin. For R Thevenin, we have to reduce the sources to their zero values. Reducing 9 volts to zero value means short circuiting the voltage terminals. Reducing the 5 ampere to 0 ampere means open circuiting it. Now find out RAB. It will be 3 in parallel with 6 in series with 2. It will be 4 ohms. Draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit of V Thevenin of 16 volts in series with R Thevenin of 4 ohms connected to the load. Find the load current. It will be 16 divided by 4 plus 4, the answer is 2 amperes. Norton's theorem statement. A linear network containing several sources can be reduced to a simple network containing one current source ISC in parallel with one resistance R Thevenin. ISC is the short circuit current at the load terminals and R Thevenin is the equivalent resistance at the open circuit load terminals with all the sources reduced to their zero values. Find the current through the load when the load is given as 4 ohm resistance using Norton's theorem. Mark the load terminals as A and B. Open the load. This circuit should be replaced by the Norton's equivalent circuit. We know as per the Norton's theorem, Norton's equivalent circuit is the short circuit current in parallel with R Thevenin to the open circuit load terminals. We should find out the short circuit current by shorting the load terminals and finding out the short circuit current. This short circuit current and R Thevenin must be found. One way of finding out the short circuit current is the VOC by R Thevenin. Find VOC, the open circuit voltage at the load terminals. For this, the load should be opened. Let this current be I1 through 1 ohm. Let the current through 3 ohm resistance be I3 in the direction shown. I1 is 15 divided by 1 plus 4 is 3 amperes. The I3 can be found by 15 divided by 3 plus 2 in series. You get it as 3 amperes. Now the voltage across the 1 ohm resistance is its current I1 into 1 ohm, 3 volts. Its polarity is shown as in the figure. The voltage across 3 ohm, V of 3 ohm is I3 into 3 ohms. It will be 9 volts and 9 volts polarity is as shown in the figure. Now VAB is minus of V1 ohm plus of V of 3 ohm. It is minus 3 plus 9, you get 6 volts. Therefore, the VAB is the open circuit voltage, which is also the V Thevenin, is 6 volts. Now find out R Thevenin. For R Thevenin, reduce the voltage source to 0, means it should be short circuited. Now R Thevenin is 1 and 4 in parallel in series with 3 and 2 in parallel. It will be 1 into 4 by 1 plus 4 plus 3 into 2 by 3 plus 2. You get R Thevenin as 2 ohms. Now substitute the VOC and R Thevenin for ISC. You get 6 divided by 2, 3 amperes. Now for the Norton's equivalent circuit, connect the load and find out the load current. The load current is the short circuit current into the other resistance R Thevenin divided by R Thevenin plus RL. You will get the answer as 2 ohms. Maximum power transfer theorem statement. A resistive load receives maximum power when the load resistance is equal to the Thevenin's equivalent resistance as seen from the load terminals. Find RL for maximum power transfer into the load. Also find the value of the maximum power. RL should be equal to R Thevenin for the maximum power transfer into the load. In this circuit, let us find out R Thevenin. Mark the load terminals as A and B. Open the load. Replace the voltage source by a short circuit. Find out R Thevenin. R Thevenin is 10 in series with a parallel connection of 30 and 60. If you work it out, you get 30 ohms. RL should be equal to 30 ohms for maximum power transfer as per the maximum power transfer theorem. Let us find the V Thevenin. Load terminals AB, open the load, find V Thevenin. In this loop, the current would be 180 by 30 plus 60 will be 2 amperes. This 2 amperes will develop a potential difference of 120 volts with this polarity shown. So V Thevenin is 120 volts. Now draw the Thevenin's equivalent circuit. V Thevenin of 120 volts in series with R Thevenin of 30 ohms connected to the load. We know for the maximum power transfer, the load resistance also should be 30 ohms, which is equal to R Thevenin. Find out the load current. It would be 120 by 30 plus 30, 2 amperes. Now the power maximum into the load is I squared R. 2 squared into 30 ohm. The answer is 120 watts. We have covered some of the DC network theorems and understood the statements of all these theorems by dealing with some examples.